Could it be a fifth wave? The new COVID numbers that health officials are watching closely.
Where and when we'll see the heaviest rain when the winds pick up and what to expect by morning.
And the boutique that's a first for the fashion capital of the world. This is News 4 Now for May 6th. I'm Adam Cooperstein. And just as families are going to be gathering for Mother's Day weekend, parts of the tri-state are seeing the highest levels of COVID cases in months. This is the new map for COVID that's out from the CDC. You can see most of our area is yellow, which is medium risk of transmission. Health officials recommend taking precautions like wearing a mask indoors or gathering with others outdoors if you want to reduce your chance of getting COVID. Here in the city, COVID transmission is up 32% in just 10 days, but far below what we did see in January during that Omicron surge. New York City's health commissioner says, quote, everything is on the table when it comes to controlling the surge. But for the moment, no COVID restrictions or mask mandates are expected. This week, statewide hospitalizations crossed 2,000 for the first time in 3 months, and new COVID cases crossed 10,000 for the first time since January. You're getting a look at an NYPD officer leaving Coney Island Hospital after he was slashed with a 16-inch knife on Thursday in Brooklyn. Fellow officers and the mayor applauding that officer as he left the hospital. Investigators say this all started when a man crashed his car and charged at police with 2 knives in his hands in front of a DMV on West 8th Street. Officers say they told the man to drop the weapons, but he kept on going. And that's when police fired 4 shots, hitting the man in the leg and shoulder. Police say he held onto the knife and continued fighting officers on the ground. That suspect is now in the hospital. A man accused of being one of the world's most violent drug traffickers is sitting in a federal jail cell in Brooklyn now. The DEA, U.S. Marshals, and Homeland Security agents led the alleged Colombian drug lord away in handcuffs at Kennedy Airport. His name is Dario Antonio Usuga, but he's best known by his nickname Otoniel. He's accused of being the leader of the Gulf Cartel, a group estimated to have 2,000 armed members. Officials say he ordered the killing of civilians and police officers in Colombia to grow his power. And they say he did business with Mexican cartels, where cocaine was mixed with fentanyl, resulting in countless overdose deaths here in the U.S.
Hi there, I'm Storm Team 4 meteorologist Maria LaRosa. Really feeling it out there right now with the wind and the rain, and we have more of it heading into tomorrow. So that rain may be heavy at times this evening, periods of rain overnight through tomorrow morning, and really this continues through tomorrow afternoon and evening, adding up to, in some areas, as much as 2 to 3 inches of rainfall. On top of everything else, those winds are brisk now, but you can see by tomorrow morning just increasing with winds out of the northeast, 20, 25 miles per hour, gusts easily 30 to 40 miles per hour by midday into the evening, perhaps closer to 50 as you get to the Jersey Shore, where we do have some coastal flood concerns. Temperature-wise, we bottom out in the 40s, near 50 degrees in the city, with northeast winds 10 to 20 consistently through the day. Temperatures won't be budging much from here for high temperatures.
In the fashion capital of the world, there's never been a plus-sized focused brick-and-mortar boutique until now. Here's NBC LX with more.
We get, individuals who come in here and they become emotional. Like, we have people who cry because they're so happy that they found things that fit them.
Oh my gosh, cute!
I know that we've all had the experience, no matter what size you are, of like going into a dressing room, trying on stuff and feeling like nothing that you tried on fit and you're inherently flawed. If there's one thing that we can do for people, is like make them feel that they aren't that way and that they can be comfortable in who they are. My name is Alexis Crace, and I am the owner and founder of Plus Brooklyn. Plus Brooklyn is a plus-size retail boutique. We are a secondhand resale store, and we specialize in both contemporary and vintage styles. So everything we sell is sizes 12 and above.
I know, this is so cute.
Plus, Brooklyn came to be, it was out of, I would say, like a necessity that I felt as a plus size person. I'd been plus size my whole life, and I'd always struggled to find clothes that were fashionable and cute and uniquely my style, that weren't like matronly. And I was surprised when I moved to New York, which was like the fashion capital of the US, maybe the world, that there weren't really very many stores at all that catered to people who were my size. It's shocking to me and so many when they hear we plus Brooklyn are the only plus size focused boutique in New York City. There are big box retailers, of course, but we're the only like mom and pop shop doing what we do that's brick and mortar. I mean, think about how many of our straight size counterpart boutiques are out there. Like how many boutiques that exist just for vintage for individuals that wear up to a size 14. When we first opened, which was nearly 5 years ago, it was really, I think, momentous occasion for me personally.
And if you come in, we can help you with that.
There was like a line of people ready to come in. I mean, I was shocked that we had such a great reception. Like I just like word of mouth started like sharing and posting online in my like own little community, and it just kind of spread.
I saw the shop on a TikTok, and being a plus size person, it's very disappointing when you go shopping in most stores because you know a lot of the things aren't going to fit you. So just based on the whole aesthetic of the store, I was really excited to come and shop here.
1, 2, 3.
When I started Plus Brooklyn, it was a very conscious decision for me to make sure that like, first of all, our physical space is loud. I mean, if you walk in, you'll see we have bright colors, we have like mixed print and a glitter wall and like body positive art. And that's because I think it was really important to me that our physical environment reflect the clothes and the intention behind the store itself and what we carry, which is vibrant, fun, playful, loud clothes.
I think it's just like fun.
That's so important because I think traditionally many plus size styles have been very matronly, ill-fitting, drab colors. And oftentimes, if you even go to a big box retailer, the plus sizes are usually, you know, somewhere way in the back. It's in like a dark setting. It's like very depressing and it doesn't make shopping very fun. And so for us, it's like, how do we create the inverse of that?
Totally go with it.
My personal passion has always been vintage and secondhand because there is a lot of waste in fashion.
I have a few pieces that I'm looking to get rid of. Do you guys take stuff?
Yeah, we are buy, sell, trade.
It's been great to hear from some of our counterparts that they love what we're doing and that we're creating a space for vintage and focusing on creating circularity for fashion and keeping clothes out of landfill and incineration, which is also close to my heart in terms of one of my values. Nobody that I know in my life has had an unblemished relationship with their body at any age in time. However, I do believe that Gen Zs tend to have a more positive body acceptance. And then there's also like now role models that exist that didn't exist when I was young. Do you know how bad I would have like died to have a Lizzo when I was growing up to tell me like it was okay to be unapologetically myself? Having that now for younger generations has really made an impact and allowed people to feel empowered. I do feel a sense of pride that we can be a part of that kind of like wave of change that's happening. And it makes me feel good that that mission that I felt that propelled me to open the store has touched so many people and that it really does serve an important place for a lot of individuals who haven't had options really until now.
You may have heard the saying, you have to dress the part or dress for the job you want. Well, for a lot of people, especially during the pandemic, it's just not possible. But there's a group now looking to change that. And News 4's Mark Santia shows us the clothing drive helping people dress for success.
Looking for the perfect fit. The fabric of this Bronx community woven with New Yorkers, looking to give other New Yorkers a helping hand to dress for success at the office.
This is very important.
I want him to feel good about himself.
Nanette Allen was browsing for her teenage son, knowing clothes bring confidence.
So he can have confidence in himself. to represent himself as a young black man in this country that we need right now, to make him feel proud of himself, to represent himself very well.
When you put on some good threads, you feel better. You're also more confident in yourself. You're also more confident in the way people are viewing you, and therefore you're able to present yourself in the best possible way.
I really didn't know what to expect, but now that I'm in here, I have grandkids, I have sons that need some ties.
This event, a big help for Darlene Jackson, with the price of everything going up.
The struggle of today during the pandemic, you know, the prices have gone so high that it's really hard to shop. So this is awesome.
The event, dubbed Clothing for Careers, helped dozens of New Yorkers find the perfect fit for the perfect job.
People can actually get back to work and get to those interviews and get those jobs, and so that way they could get into the economic mainstream and then stay there.
Eastside House Settlement partnering with RXR to help those looking to re-enter the workforce in a post-pandemic New York City.
Recovery is going to take a lot of people coming together in order to make this happen, and recovery in terms of getting people back to work is also going to take the proper clothing to get back to work.
In the Mott Haven section of the Bronx, Mark Santia, News 4 New York.
Thank you so much for joining us on News 4 Now. We'll see you right back here next time.